guys, we're going to work on a fun little oversized daisy and just some of the petals that go with the daisies that I want you to practice and helping you how to lay it out. All right. So I have been painting this morning. So these are some of the colors I was working with. And let me show you what happens here. I have used some floating medium. This is a dampened brush. I laid it on the paper towel to dry it out. And then I have decided to share with you that I do a lot of background where I'm just picking up colors, whatever color. It could be aqua, it could be any colors that you want. And I put that down underneath, especially on a lighter canvas, so that I have some dark behind my daisies. Okay. Now I can also come in here with floating medium. This is my 3/4 inch brush. I'm going to show you how fun. I think I've shown this on our practice strokes before, but I just want you to see that it's slip, slap, slip, slap, and you're really loose. I've even used a rake or fan brush to do this. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to come in with white, and I have these great big bottles that are 8 ounce. And I like to always have these around. We have these on our site, onestroke.com, if you guys need to get any. And it is the multi-surface folk art multi-surface, and it's got a sealer in it. It's beautiful. It's great for backgrounds. I have licorice. There's numerous bottles that come in 8 ounce, just to let you know, 8 ounce and 2 ounce. There's a 2 ounce. All right. And that's wicker white. Okay. So let me show you. Let's take, first of all, I'm going to work up here on this area, and we're going to come down, and I want to show you that I've dampened my brush, I've dried it off, and I'm going to pick up all white. Okay, and I still want to have a chisel. Okay, so now the first thing I want to do is say, here's where my daisy is going to be, the center. So I'm going to come here so you can see the edge. I'm going to push down, pressure, and as I lift to here, I lift up. All right, so if I want this to not be a point, I can push and lean my brush back, and it rounds it. Okay, now the way I lay out my daisy is I do a clock, no matter what length that these petals are. All right, so that's the back, that's 12. 3, see, I curve them sometime. This is 9 over here. And this is going to be a short 6. Now, this is what I want you to understand. My center is going to be big. So if I start too short, then I don't have those long petals that I want to see, that they get thin and light. You can see light through the center. All right, so now I want you to work on, instead of making it really perfect, filling in here. See, I have some longer ones and short ones. I pick up paint almost every stroke, and I like having some space in between. A lot of ones that we do, we push down and we have the same width all the way. Okay, well, and then we also want to make sure that we're solid. Now, I think that looks better than that, but it's up to you. All right, so then I lean and lift and pull skinny to the center. I have some that curve when we get to here. See this? I'm going to curve and lift. And these I want to look like they're in front, so they're facing me, and then they curve away. Now watch how I make that happen. I have a real skinny one in here, and then I push down and lift, push down and lift up. Okay, so see, those look a little bit more natural. Now I can fix this one just by adding another one a little bit taller, just to change it up a little bit. but it still is pretty busy there now. Okay, I'll show you the centers later, but this is going to be a very big one right here. So my center, I don't know if you can see this. My center is going to be right here, real big. All right. When I say real big, this one is 4 fingers. This one's going to be 5 fingers. Look, my whole hand. All right, big. All right, so the first thing that happens is I'm out here. Now, what people were telling me is that they smush so hard that that it's shows the background. And when I'm on a black, I did it on a black. When I'm on a black, it's nice for that to show through. Okay, so there. I do see when that starts drying, it gets a shadow in there without me doing a shadow. So look, we're going to put another big one, and it has thicker ridges on the side. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So now let's come right in here, push and lift. See, there's my 12. And I need right over here, this would be a 3. See, skinny, big, skinny. Flatten this brush each time I pick up. Chisel, pressure, chisel. Okay, now it has big ridges on the outside, and I want you to see that up close. There are ridges. And if you don't like ridges, then you won't like my technique. All right, so now I want to come in here and add right on top. If you let it dry a second by moving over, go around right in here. You can see that that lays right on top, and that one's laying right on top. So it's kind of fun to come back and add more. Okay. Almost pick up paint almost every single stroke. Okay, so now here it came up, the daisy did, and curved. And I'm going to leave that gap. Kind of gives you some dimension. That's bouncing on the paper. So I come around here. I want it to look like it turns. All right, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to have some short ones underneath here. Push, lift, push, lift. I want you just to practice those strokes on paper. Just practice them. All right. And then now here, we're going to turn and curve over. So it's giving you the illusion that these are on top. Okay, let's put another one here. And I didn't pick up more paint, so I'll go back and just get a little bit more paint so it just looks like it's on top. One more kind of right in there. Okay, almost my whole hand. Okay, so see how the back kind of shows through the dark that we put in there? And that intensifies the look that we're going for. So then I want to get my 1/4 inch scruffy. All right, so I'm going to put just a little bit of Juneberry with the yellow ochre. Okay. Okay, so now this, I'm going to move this over so you can see. This is your practice. You're going to get yellow ochre and yellow daffodil yellow. And I want the yellow ochre on the bottom. And I want you to tap, 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 tap. Yellow ochre, and I'm pouncing. Hear that? Okay. Then we're going to come right here. I got to cover those petals so it can have a really big center. All right, a little bit. Now I'm going to tap white on the daffodil, and it puts a glow. Oops, sorry. I'm going to put white on the daffodil, yellow to give you this glow. All right, I didn't let you see that this was yellow ochre down here covering those tips. Okay, now I'm going to rub that off on my paper towel, and I'm going to come right here to the Juneberry. And so yellow ochre is still on there, and then Juneberry. And then all I want to do for depth, oops, is I want to tap around here. And get that Juneberry in there. So this could be burnt sienna. It could even be blues. There's all kinds of rust brown colors, light burnt sienna, orange. I put orange in there before. All right, so then that is done, and it's all about these petals that I want you to practice. But I do want you to see that you can come here and ever so lightly with a script liner, grab some of this dark, ever so lightly. Can y'all see just teeny little light strokes? Got a wild hair on my brush. This then gets yellow up here. Okay. Let me know by showing me your practice. Okay. There you go. So let's have fun. Let's paint. Any of your painting supplies that you need and paints that you can't find, they are at onestroke.com. So check it out. And listen, please subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Please subscribe right here on the channel, and you will get notified when I'm coming on, because I do some live sometimes and just some exciting different items. And I just added, or maybe it'll be added next week, my new drawing classes to help you draw your pieces. Okay, see you then.